Hello. Have you heard about the healing properties of argan oil? Have you heard about this so-called Moroccan liquid gold that may be just what you need to conquer your stretch marks? Have you heard that argan oil can even prevent stretch marks during pregnancy? My name is Megan, and today I'm going to talk to you about what argan oil can do in terms of stretch marks. Now, before we go any further, we need to talk about just what a stretch mark is. Well, a stretch mark occurs most commonly when the body undergoes a sudden change. Now, this sudden change is usually pregnancy, sudden weight loss, sudden weight gain, or a growth spurt associated with puberty. Now, when it comes to puberty, females are particularly susceptible to this, and the stretch marks usually develop in the regions of the breasts and the buttocks. Now, weight gain can occur anytime into adulthood. When that happens, we usually get the stretch marks in the abdominal region, the buttocks, and the thighs. And at that point, men and women are just as susceptible to them. Pregnancy usually brings crisscrossing stretch marks to the abdominal region. Now, when a stretch mark first begins, it usually appears in the form of an angry red welt, or maybe even purplish in color. It's important to note that there usually isn't any pain at all associated with the stretch mark. They're usually just concerning because they're very unsightly in appearance. And if you run your hand across the surface of the skin where the stretch mark is, it often feels dimpled or even depressed in that region. The skin is very uneven. It's also important to note that a stretch mark doesn't bear any negative effect on your body's ability to function overall. They're usually just concerning in terms of cosmetic appearances. Now, over time, though, the stretch mark really will fade. It'll fade and it'll lighten, and the texture of the skin will begin to even out. But this process can take years, sometimes even decades, and people don't want to wait that long. That's why so many people want to know, how can I treat my stretch marks, and can argan oil help me heal old stretch marks, and can it prevent new ones from forming? Well, in regards to prevention, absolutely yes, it can. But it's important to start using it as soon as possible. If you're already pregnant or planning to become pregnant in the near future, you want to start using argan oil as quickly as possible. You want to use it twice a day. And if you're putting it on after a shower, you want to make sure your skin is really dry before you put it on. Now, it's important to remember the nature of the actual stretch mark itself. And what I mean by that is that the stretch mark actually occurs in the middle layer of the skin, which is known as the dermis. Now, skin is designed to be very elastic and very stretchy. And it can undergo a lot over the course of your life, but when a sudden event occurs, be it pregnancy, weight loss, weight gain, or a growth spurt, what happens is we push our skin beyond its limits. And when that happens, a tear or rip occurs in the middle layer of the skin. And that's what a stretch mark actually is. It's a tear or rip in the dermis of the skin. So when we talk about preventing stretch marks, especially those associated with pregnancy, what we're talking about is tapping in to the powerful antioxidant qualities of argan oil. Argan oil contains within it linoleic acid. Now, linoleic acid is a fatty acid. It's very good for us. It boosts the integrities of the cells, which improves their overall function, their elasticity, and it helps to build up collagen. This will help your skin adjust to the changes that pregnancy brings to the body. If the skin is more elastic, there's less of a chance of it breaking during pregnancy. So again, prevention is best. Start using argan oil as quickly as possible. Use it religiously twice a day. Now, can you use argan oil to heal old stretch marks? Well, the short answer is yes. Again, consistency is key. Again, we're talking about using it twice a day religiously, once in the morning and once at night. Now, how can argan oil help heal old scars, old stretch marks that have been there for years and years and years? Well, it's because argan oil contains within it this ingredient known as phytosterol, which is a steroidal compound, which is very, very useful for healing the skin. Now, with consistent use, many people have reported seeing wonderful, wonderful benefits and effects within 3 to 6 months of using it. But you have to be patient. You can't really expect miracles overnight, especially when you're dealing with really old stretch marks. You've got to, when you're talking about old stretch marks, you need to look at how many different layers of the skin have been affected, because now you're going to need to think about that in terms of how long is it really going to take to heal this. A positive thing to keep in mind is that our skin is very active, and the outer layer of the skin turns itself over basically every few weeks, which is why people do tend to see results with consistent use in 3 to 6 months. So if you're going to use argan oil to work on an old scar or an old stretch mark, you may want to keep a diary, a journal of what's going on. If you see your skin tone evening out, if you can feel the surface of your skin actually improving, you may actually want to even keep photographs. A lot of people do that and just feel wonderful over the effects and the benefits that they've gained with it over time. So if you're interested in argan oil, I'd like to show you our product, which is Beauty by Argan. It's 100% pure cold-pressed virgin organic argan oil. It's been certified organic both by EcoCert and the USDA, so you can feel confident in its quality. If you're interested, I've provided a link to our Amazon page in the box below. So until next time, thank you for watching.